So later, I will introduce how to install some package and the libraries or programs in Linux. So if you want to install a specific package, you may have to install the required library or the packages or any kinds of resource that is required for a specific package. So you have to check the dependency before the installation. And we have to know, if you want to install something in Linux, you have to add sudo before the installation command. And sudo is abbreviation of do it with super user, which means you are trying to install it as administrator in Linux. So if you already know the name of packages or the libraries, you can use the below command, the sudo apt-get and install, and add the name of the packages and the name of the libraries after the command. So in building some packages, there are some commonly used packages and libraries, and then we will make a brief introduction about commonly used packages and libraries. So first of all, if you want to build some package, you are trying to install some package, some of compilers are needed, such as C or C++ or Fortran or any other kinds of programming language. So you have to install the package of a compiler or some packages that related to the compilers. So the package you might be installed are listed below. For example, the build essential. You can find several commonly used compilers in a package of build essential, and you have a library for a C language, you have a gfortran, and you have a C certificates for certification, and you have other related library and the package related to above compilers. And for the computational material science or in the material simulation, we are trying to run a simulation in parallel computing. So we have to install the package for parallel computing, which is named as MPI, abbreviation of Message Passing Interface. And several packages and libraries are the brands of MPI, such as Intel MPI or OpenMPI and MPI-CH and any other kinds of MPI packages. So I personally recommend you to use OpenMPI. So if you want to use this, you have to install OpenMPI bin and the library MPI-dev for executive file of OpenMPI and the library for OpenMPI. And then some of the math library are needed because we are trying to do some scientific calculation. So you have to install the BLAS for linear algebra and the LAPACK for another linear algebra and the scale LAPACK, the scaled linear algebra package and the FFTW in order to do some calculation that's about the fast Fourier transform. So the corresponding package to be installed are listed below. And there might be some other packages or libraries required by the specific package you want to install. So if you know the name, the part of the name, you can find what you want in the below website. The package searching engine suggested by the Ubuntu. And if you know the name, just type the name, and you can find the corresponding packages and library as you want. And still, we can easily install some program suggested by Ubuntu. So if you enter here, the software in Ubuntu, you can find the several free of charge program suggested by Ubuntu. So some of them, some of the important program you can try. For example, LibreOffice, just Office software, something like Microsoft Office in Windows, and you have a VLC for multimedia player. You have text editor, GUI text editor, which is a pre-installed tool, and you have a Firebox for web browser, and also it is a pre-installed program. You can find it in Ubuntu system.